Hello, I am Burvelman Takia. I am plugging away trying to complete Cozy Grove. I did manage to get a bear to ascend. There is still more story happening. We are jumping through it. I'm going to summarize the main points of the previous days I've done without all the filler, and then we're going to do this day and see if anything happens. Let's jump in. Just in time, camper. I'm finishing up something special. Brain food for the smartest scout I ever met. Who's that? I'm talking about Kumari. Just one glance at that cub was enough to know she was a somebody in training. I always knew she'd end up doing something real important. It was an honour just to scoop rice on her plate. Even if I did have a suspicion she deserved a better meal. Camper, can you keep a secret? Of course. I didn't really have the brains to make brain food, so I just whipped up some cosy rice as usual. But I figured if Kumari thinks she's getting brain food, maybe it'll jumpstart some new inspiring project. I know, it's a bumble-headed plan, but it's worth a shot, right? Okay, Kumari's banana leaf. Give Bunch's cozy rice to Kumari. Can I help you with something? I've got something for you. Lovely to see you, dear. Am I mistaken, or have you bought something for me? Inspiration a la Bunch. Impeccable timing as usual. When I'm faced with a blank spot in my day, I often ask myself, how would a bear like Bunch fill in this picture? My answer to this perennial question has changed of late. I used to fill in the blanks with some clever solution. Now I'm inclined to say there's nothing wrong with blank spaces. Bunch was hoping he'd make something. I dare say my days of inventing are behind me. If Bunch is looking for brilliance, why don't you show him his own work? It inspired me when I needed it most. It's only fitting that I return to sender. Okay. Hey Bunch, I come. Well, will you look at this sketch? The balance, the attention to detail, geez. This is a concept for the arbor, huh? See, that's what's so amazing about Kumari. She can finish a meal, then dash off the best sketch I've ever seen on the napkin. I wish I had a brain like that. Bunch, this is your sketch. What? Oh, my ever-loving hues, how embarrassing. You see, if you want proof that I'm 7 colours short of a rainbow, here it is. What sort of fool can't even recognise their own scribbles? Though I'll admit, it's not bad. Not quite Kumari level, but not bad. Thank you, Bunch. Hey Camber, I made you a big bowl of cosy rice, then I remembered you don't have much of an appetite, so I left it out for the birds and deers to peck at, but there's still leftovers. Sometimes I wonder, what am I doing? We're mostly ghosts around here. This is too fast for me. I wish I knew how to give people what they wanted. Like Kylie, they used to serve up a fresh scoop of perfect every day. I queue up one of their old fish reviews every morning. Each one was just a little different, a little special, easier said. I always knew they'd be a star. Pity how that star, well... Oh, that's it. Kylie's mum out there on the beach. If anyone can use some comfort food, it's her. Yeah, shall we try that again? That was way too fast. Hey camper, I made you a big bowl of cosy rice as a thank you. Then I remembered you don't have much of an appetite, so I left it out for the birds. But there's still leftovers. Sometimes I wonder, what am I doing making all this rice? We're ghosts around here, present company accepted. What do we need to load up on carbs for? I wish I knew how to give people what they wanted. Like Kylie, they used to serve up a fresh heap of perfect every day. I queue up one of their old fish reviews every morning. Each one was just a little different, a little special. Always knew they'd be a star. Pretty how that star, well... Oh, that's it. Kylie's mum out there on the beach. If anyone could use some comfort food, it's her. Kylie's banana leaf give a bunch of cosy rice to Orsina. Right after you feed this deer. Hi, Orsina. I got lunch. I got something for you. I register your presence associate. Insert small talk here. You're in possession of an object. Comfort food from Bunch. Most food stuff is useless to me, but this has a familiar chemical signature. Analysing. Associate, this dish draws from old cushy traditions. The spices of clashy food, subtle, but I know they're hungering expressed purely, resulting feeling home again. I desire to share an evaluation of this disc. I do not have the words, but my Kylie does. 10 out of 10, no notes. A lot of the words that Orsina says is just unpronounceable. Oh, Rashi and you have to come up with a lot. Hey, Manch. Is this for me? Oh, look, a sketch of Orsina and Kylie. 10 out of 10. They deserve that review. But out of all their fan letters, why keep mine around? Memory! Bunch! Share your memory, Bunch. Dinner's done and that's all that's left is empty leaves. Long since dried out. Maybe they'd make decent kindling. Always thought of cooking as something I did because I'd failed. Failed to get into school, get out from my dad's shadow, make use of my gifts. So I scooped and wrapped meals for the cubs of Camp Spirit instead. Funny though, the longer I worked the stove, the more I realised. Those scouts were exceptional, each one a little bundle of potential. He's dancing! Dance, Bunch, dance! And I started thinking about how much of a difference a little encouragement might make. That's when I started doodling on the leaves again. Never thought of them as gifts, they were just seasoning for a meal. But then, on that last day, as Andrea was packing up, she said something that surprised me. I guess you handed out all your leaves for the year, huh? It's nice that you do that for the kids. Might be the most important part of their trip. I didn't know what to say. Important? How could a sketch on a rice wrapper be important? Because it broadened my horizon. Jolly! Because I wanted it to be real. Because it was a secret language written for me and my friend. Because it challenged me, I connected with it. Because it told me the truth, I belong. Well, I'll be. I figure I gave up my chance to make a difference. But when you look at the whole picture, it's just so obvious. The giving was the difference. They're letting off fireworks for you, Bunch! It's a firework display in celebration of you! Yes! Gold, Bunch! That's so nice that we got fireworks for Bunch going gold. What presents do you give me? Ooh. Thank you. Heath! I find myself faced with a quandary, my colleague. Oh, I'm burping. My new thesis remains woefully incomplete without a proper interview with Laurel. Alas, despite all my diligent efforts, I'm unable to locate her. I haven't seen her in a long time. She's vanished? How troubling. I wonder perhaps there is method to reach her. Eureka, the summoning rite, of course. I will once more need your expertise in locating a summoning circle. Incomplete pack. I will do it. Hey, you. You want me to chuck this at your head? I'll do that too. Yoink. And that is all the summer festival consists of. There it is. I see, I see. Okay, so this is where I tried every complicated formation instead of the absolute most obvious one, which is X. I'm sorry. Let's try every permutation except for the absolute most obvious one. Yeah, there's one more wrong way to do it. And now I catch on. Right here, I catch on and I do it. There I am. There I am, getting it. Woo! Okay. Heath, heath, heath. Brilliant work, young colleague. I will need to conduct just one more ritual, one that clears the air, an honest conversation. And he evaporates. Okay, different day, bunch. Hey, camper, get a load of me. I've been... what's the word? Psycho-adjudicated? Transubstantiated? You've been enlightened. Either way, I'm digging my new cheese look. You do look a bit like cheese. Proud of it, too. I'm complicated, moulded by time and pores and pressures. It sure would be nice to turn out delicious. Yep, cheese is the thing to be. I agree, bunch. Camper, I really honestly love to cook up something tasty today. How long since I said that and meant it? I have to make a shit ton of fruit tincture for you. Yeah, I gotta make up some jam. I do it, I do it. Hey, Heath. What you doing? You have a memory. Share that memory. My young colleague, you've arrived at a momentous time. I have extraordinary news to share with you. Just now, Laurel of the Pine, the true face of Cassandra, graced me with her presence. Truly, there are no words that do her justice. She is simply glorious. Yeah, Laurel's pretty neat. That's quite the understatement. She is the very embodiment of virtue and valour. Ah, but you must allow me to recount our interview properly. At first, Laurel was quite reluctant to speak with me, and understandably so. But when I expressed my earnest desire to hear her true story, to set the record straight, she agreed to a conversation. Is it truly so that you are a scholar, a seeker of the honest truth? Yes, indeed. Ah, if you would like to check my credentials, I hold a PhD in early spectral history from Danforth University. PhD? Pray tell, what does that mean? It's a distinguished accolade bestowed upon those who demonstrate exceptional knowledge in their chosen field. My whole life I devoted myself to studying Kazanda's legacy. Only in death have I come to realise that Kazanda was you. I must say, Laurel, I am overjoyed at this opportunity to finally speak with you. Me, I am not worthy of such curiosity. Oh, come now, tales of your heroism, your wisdom, your unyielding kindness, they've been sung from one bear to another, stretching across land and time. Every bear in the modern world is acquainted with you and your deeds, as Kazanda, but that is beside the point. 'Tis most astonishing, nay miraculous to hear. To think that Kazanda's name has travelled so far and taken root in the hearts of so many. I had not known that this was his legacy. Might you share more of these tales you speak of? And so I regaled her with the tales that I painstakingly gathered over my scholarly career. But as I spoke, I noticed a change in her demeanour. She seemed troubled. Oh, scholar, I must confess, not all of these feats were mine own. I don't understand. We established that you are Kazanda. 'Twas indeed I who breathed life into Kazanda. For a time I alone did bear his mask, but others began to don the guise, each serving their own purpose. Long did I burn with righteous fury, my eyes fixed upon the charlatans who peddled naught but lies for gold and glory. Alas, it seems my wrath blinded me to the comrades who donned Kazanda's mantle to spread kindness. I am beholden to you, scholar. It is a blessing to know that Kazanda wasn't all for the ill. Our conversation stretched for hours, each word from Laurel a treasure I eagerly hoarded. As our meeting came to an end, she left me with these words. Good scholar, you hold me in the light of some grand hero. I am nothing of the sort. When you pen your manuscript, I beseech you, render me as I am. I stand in awe of Laurel's humility. It only deepens my respect for her. You're going to honour her request, right? Most assuredly, I will faithfully honour her righteousness in all its glory. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must make my revisions. The page yearns for the caress of my pen. The world will finally know of her poignant beginnings, her storied adventures, and her tragic end. Laurel of the Pine, the true pivotal bear. Oh, Heath. They're gonna say fake news. They're gonna say Heath gone woke. They don't want to believe it, Heath. Oh, tell it anyway. Hey, Laurel. Little sapling, my heart swells with joy to behold you once more. What blessed relief to find you hale and whole, every tooth and limb accounted for. Ah, but I pray, forgive me, I forget myself. Perhaps you would rather not suffer my company after all that has passed. Welcome back, Laurel, I've missed you. I miss you dearly as well, more than words can express. I yearn to see you sooner, yet I know not how to escape my own despair. In the end, I was summoned forth by one named Heath, a most learned scholar. To my astonishment, the scholar had sought me out to hear the tale of my life. 'Tis nigh unbelievable to share my history, to be heard and believed, to know that my truth might at last see the light of day. I find myself emboldened, nay empowered. Then the learned scholar regaled me with tales of Kazanda's legacy. I was struck dumb to learn that he, nay how we, had become a symbol of all that is virtuous. And now my curiosity burns bright as a flame. I yearn to know more. Pray tell, little sapling, what knowledge have you of Kazanda's legacy? I've seen the whole Kazanda cinematic universe. Zounds, I know not what any of that means. Truly, there's so much I don't know. When good Heath offered to share his learned writings, I was forced to confess my lack of letters. Little sapling, I have resolved to cast off the shackles of ignorance. I desire to master the art of reading. Might I seek your aid once more? Could you procure me a children's tome, one that recounts the legend of Kazanda? Purchased from Mr. Kit's store. I'm going. Hey, Bunch. I got your tinctures. Look at all these fresh ingredients you gathered up. Can't wait to see how they fit together. And since I'm trained for short order cooking, I don't have to. Food's ready. Smells good too. Funny, we've been spooning out meals to every ghost in camp. But you and I, we never make food for ourselves, do we? What do you say we split this? Take half. Takes a bite. Chews carefully. Gulps down the rest. Say, Camper, I think I'm a pretty good cook after all. Yay! Thank you! I got your thing! The illustrations in this tome are most charming indeed. How curious to see ourselves rendered in such delightful manner. To think this very tale might have kindled young Heath's thirst for knowledge. I find myself in awe of the good scholar. His courage to revise his life's work, to seek truth anew. If he can face his past, then perchance the hour has come for me to confront my creation, to stand before Cassandra face to face. Oh, we're gonna get both of them at once. The universe will implode. This is awful. I will explode a firework at them. We'll see if any of that was worthwhile. It's terrible. It is terrible. How does the game get worse as it goes on? They're supposed to like improve it. They're supposed to bug fix, not crowbar more bugs into it. So is it working or not? Oh my god, this is fugly as shit. I'm printing this screen. I'm sending this to them. This is what I'm trying to play with. Oh my god. The state of this fucking game. This is terrible. This is terrible. Okay. Do you know what? I don't even care about finishing it now. That's unbearable. That's unbearable. Wow. This just begs the question, is it the phrasing? Oh, hello there, young colleague. As you can see, I'm in the throes of redrafting. Ugh. It's proving to be quite the challenge. You gutless Heath. Such encouraging words. I must confess, ever since uncovering the truth about Cassandra, my confidence in my scholarly abilities have been somewhat shaken. My paper, it lacks a certain depth, a reassuring foundation on which to structure the rest. But what is missing? That reminds me of another matter. I still require a visual element, an anchor for my words. Can I rely on you to capture a photograph of Laurel? You can. I will do it. I'm going. Do-do-do. Charge. Laurel. Hail, gentle sapling. After much toil, I have long last completed yon children's tome. The tale therein 'tis not unlike my own quests of old. But lo, the character of Casander, he stands apart from me like night from day. So masculine in bearing, grand in manner, and so chivalrous in gesture. It gives me pause. Perchance you have spoken rightly all along. Mayhap Casander be not the foe I deemed him to be. I find myself most curious of his true nature. What manner of being might he be? But soft, how am I to confront him? What words ought I to say? What actions ought I to take? Especially in light of my ill-fated attempt at banishment. Oh, wise sapling, what counsel can you offer? Be yourself. My own self? I attempted that once, but the world was ill prepared. Oh, woe, where has my courage gone? My heart quails at the very thought of facing my mask. Gilded apple with a divining rod. Go me! Go me be! Hidden behind their inky trees. She's dancing over there. She saw me get it. I come. See, it's what I did. The golden apple. 'Twas the very first request a spirit did make of me. This simple fruit set me upon my true calling. A calling to soothe hearts with the gentle balm of empathy. Then I shall do as I have always done. I shall go before Casander with an open heart and a listening ear, seeking not to judge but to understand. Mayhap our meeting shall bear fruit as sweet as this apple. Thanks for the bun. The 3 buns. Now that you're coloured in, we'll get a picture. Which is really difficult to take with mouse and keyboard. I just sort of fluke a load of movements until it goes off. I'm not quite sure how I am supposed to do that. Heath, I got your picture. Crash, bang, wallop, what a picture. What a superb portrait, young colleague. Yes, this is precisely what I need. You've captured her in a moment of true candour, authentic, unguarded. It frames her in a light entirely. She appears so very real, like someone any bear might know. Ah, so this is what I was missing. Laurel wasn't just a notable figure in history. She was a bear of flesh and blood, a bear who simply did the best she could amidst the challenges of her time. Not that that isn't impressive, quite the opposite. My dear colleague, I must seize this momentum and return to my writing. There's much to be done, and as we both know, history waits for no bear. Three more hearts. Bunch. I have a notion that won't quit nipping at my brain, trying to get me to remember, well, I don't know what. But it's given me a hankering for something fresh, maybe some sort of salad. Kind of hard to focus on anything else with such a powerful craving. Any chance you're in the mood to make something? Here we go. I have a bunch of these. You can have one of these. Sure hits the spot. This alluring aroma, it feels like it's stirring up a memory connected to a job. Do tell. Yeah, that's what's been nagging at me. This tastes exactly like a dish my old co-worker used to make. The first time I ever tried this was when she made it one night for the staff. I was working a double that day and hadn't had time to eat before I left the house. By the time I was on break, I was starving. I practically ran to grab myself a plate, but when I looked down, I hesitated. My mom had never made anything like this growing up. I had no idea what it was, how it might taste. But I was famished, so I forced myself to try a bite, and it was delicious, complex and perfectly balanced. I ended up practically licking the plate clean, made the dishwasher's job super easy. She didn't say anything, but the next day when I got to work, I found the recipe card tucked in my apron pocket. What was her name again? It's on the tip of my tongue. Whatever I was just talking about, it's completely escaped me. I'm keeping you too long anyway, aren't I? Thanks for the delicious meal. It really warms my heart seeing you take such a liking to cooking. Okay. Oh, little sapling, my heart quivers with both fear and hope. To think I shall soon confront my lie. Yet before that, a task most crucial awaits. I must establish a summoning circle to bridge the rift twixt our spirits. Pray lend me your aid so that I may speak with Cassandra. So we've got to do this again. Okay. There it is. So it's 2, 2, 1. So I've got to put one there, I think. Okay. I think I've got to put it there. That was pretty astute for me. Recently. Pretty astute for me recently. Okay. Why am I carrying flowers? Why am I carrying flowers? Where did I get flowers from? Are they donatable? No. Did I get a job involving flowers? Oh. No, it's not you. Why am I carrying flowers? My deepest gratitude, dear sapling. Deep, shaky breath. No matter what happens, I'm proud of you. Oh, your words bring tears to my eyes. Whether it be a tale of joy or sorrow, you shall be the first to know. Your branches have sheltered me through many a storm. 'Tis only fitting you witness the fruit of your labour. Are you going to disappear? No, you're going to dance. Okay. I'll give you a hug. Okay. I was wondering if there was going to be a memory to share. So it's probably going to be tomorrow and we get the memory of whatever this meeting was. Okay. Okay. Thank you for going woo at me. Share a memory. The weight of centuries pressed upon my heart until at last I could bear it no longer. Gentle sapling, at long last I've spoken with Casander. My first words to him were an apology for my foolish attempt at banishment. Peace, Lady Laurel, dispense with such formalities. I assure thee I remain unscathed by thy ritual. 'Tis not within thy power to unmake me. He was magnanimous, yet his words did sting like a winter's bite. Once more I felt powerless. Thy actions were guided by a noble desire to protect that which thou holdest dear. I bear thee no ill will. Nay, 'tis not wholly true. I did desire to protect the young one, but truth be told, I thought thee to be my sin, my mistake to rectify. For this I am truly sorry. I am no mere wisp conjured from thy deceitful breath, nor am I thy burden to carry. Tell me, Lady Laurel, when thou first spun tales of me, what was thy deepest wish? I wished only to help spirits without fear of persecution. And in creating me did thou not succeed. That may be so, but 'tis no excuse for those who suffered, who were cheated and robbed. When Garban wore my visage to line his coffers, was that thy doing? That lie thou spunst to save others, couldst thou have imagined that it would one day be thy doom? Art thou the paw that guides the threads of fate? In that moment I understood what he sought to convey. To tell a story is to surrender it. It grows and changes, shaped by voices beyond one's reach. This is like someone explaining fanfic to someone who's like, no, author! Thus Casander is neither purely my error nor my triumph. Can I just say I'm a writer? Okay. I am a writer. I'm not going, oh, author, they're all scum. No, but you just have to be open to somebody can interpret your work in the way they want. Someone can say, I want to imagine what happens after you stop telling the story. And you can't go, no, there is no life outside the universe I created. And perchance that is as it should be. Gold! I'm so happy. And is it just you? We don't have to see gold Casander. Do we just have gold you? Oh, what's... Oh, you made a tree house. That's nice. By the ancient pines, methinks I have taken on a golden hue. You look fantastic. Do I? Haha, how strange to feel proud of being seen. How fitting that after years of hiding in shadows, in finding peace I become pure light. All these years I was shackled by the burden of having created Casander. Yet in truth 'twas my own heart that hung tightly to those chains. Thank you, sweet sapling, for guiding me here. And to think 'twas my humble deeds that brought forth the noble spirit scouts, with you among their ranks. Then I should be thanking you. Thank me? Well, I gratefully accept your thanks. You gave me a donut. Oh, you gave me 3. Thank you. Would you like a hug? We'll celebrate. We'll celebrate you being gold. Aww. I'm really happy. I'm really happy that she's gold. You are asking me for something. Do we have some Heath stuff today? Oh, my cherished colleague. Hello, hello. You will be pleased to learn I've made some rather encouraging progress on my thesis. I'm practically bursting at the seams to share my insights with you. Awesome, lay it on me. Now then, you recall my pivotal bear theory, yes? It postulates that courageous, ethically minded bears serve as a counterbalance to the brutal tides of history. For so long, I revered the pivotal bear as a paragon perched upon the pedestal far beyond my reach. That's a lot of peas. My perspective, however, since evolved. Consider the legacy of Cassandra. It is not the work of a singular, flawless hero. I see it now as a patchwork quilt, one stitched together by the countless contributions of flawed yet determined individuals. Many of those names have been tragically lost to time. Laurel was one such bear, her noble efforts overshadowed by legends and myths, and yet her actions have sent forth ripples of beneficence throughout history. It is these collective efforts, these small, imperfect acts of kindness that have made the legacy one so many revere today. A legacy that beats in the heart of everyday bears. A legacy that guides the spirit scouts in their every endeavour. My dear colleague, I see this very legacy alive in you. I try my best, as do I, and let us continue to do so. I too wish to carry this legacy onwards as one who stumbles and falters, yet perseveres nonetheless. Oh, we got your heart filled. Gold Heath. Gold Heath. Oh, and you're exclaiming already. Oh, what is this sensation? Could this be true enlightenment? Oh, he's trembling. Not one rooted in the celestial heavens, but right here in the heart. How utterly stupendously glorious. And he got a heart just for quivering. You dancing? There exists a certain seduction to the relentless pursuit of knowledge, a silent call that beckons beyond the banalities of morality. How fortunate it is then that I am now dead, no interruptions to impede my scholarly research. Congratulations, Heath. We got Gold Heath. So, all that's left now is Orsina, right? The only story we've got left is Orsina. Unless I'm blanking on somebody. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. You watch this be a I've lost Bradley thing. Oh, Bessie, do you still have your funeral clothes handy? Bradley's gone. She's gone forever, lost at sea. There's simply no way she could ever possibly return home unless you rescue her, the only person who can save her from inevitable peril. It's not just because you're the only person around. Expires. Oh my god. Does Orsina have a story end? Does Orsina have a story end? Yeah, that's... Yeah, I'm not wasting my time. I've turned... I mean, Orsina's not dead, so Orsina doesn't need to turn gold. I've turned everybody gold. Surely there should be an end to Orsina's story. That isn't just constantly... I dropped my teddy, go and find it. Here. Do you know what? If I do it right behind my house, I might be able to get Bunch as well. I did, I got Bunch. Do I have this hook? Do I have this hook? Do I have that hook? I'm not sure that I recognise that hook. Yes! Oh my god, I got to complete the summer one. So, I got to complete the autumn one and the summer one. I couldn't do the winter one because the game was bugged and they're like, we're on Christmas break, we're not going to fix it. Sucks to be you. Play it in a year. No. This game is already unpleasant enough to play. I'm not playing it for another year. And the spring one I couldn't get complete either because it just kept giving me duplicates again and again and again. We got to finish the summertime one though. Look at it, nice and green, all complete. Okay. Hot summer nights always make me nostalgic for beach bonfires. Back then, troops from all over the region would gather on the beach, bringing their own spirit flames. We'd come together, merging our flames into one grand roaring bonfire that reached for the stars. Oh, the joyous chaos of it all, our colours mixing and dancing. Reds and greens and purples swirling together, our individual voices becoming one mighty roar. For those precious summer festivals, we weren't separate flames anymore. We were an inferno, shared memories and ancient songs. When dawn came, we'd part ways, each carrying a spark of one another with us. Those old flames, they've long since faded, claimed by time. But in the quiet moments when my light flickers just so, I can still see their colours shimmering in my fire. And you get me more fireworks. You give me so much stuff. Thank you. Closet. Closet. I've already got one of them. I don't need you. I've already got one of them. Okay. So now that I've completed my summer collection and don't need the fireworks anymore, you gave me a shit ton of fireworks. Thanks. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna have to look up if Orsina has an end. If Orsina is just constantly find my bear, find my bear, find my bear, then the game's over. We've done it. I feel like Orsina should have an end to her story. Okay. So, that is it. That is Cozy Grove Camp Spirit. That is how it ends. Orsina gets no ending. I looked into it, and that's it. Orsina's ending is she moves from cave to cave to cave for all eternity, losing and asking you to find her toy over and over and over again. That's Orsina's ending. Orsina, may I remind you, is alive, not even a ghost. So Orsina's life is going to end. She's going to die moving from cave to cave to cave to cave to cave, playing with her doll. That's Orsina's story. I mean, if Orsina doesn't want to go home and there's no family to reunite her with, which is surely what it's supposed, she's alive. Surely the end of her story is take her home with you on the bus and she sees her family again and she gets to live a life. Or if they want to make it so that she doesn't go home and she stays on Camp Spirit like she wanted to, show her Kylie's shrine and she can still talk to her best friend. She's lonely, she's alone, her issues haven't been resolved. That's the end of her story. I thought in the first Cozy Grove game, the absolute saddest character ending was Arjun's, because Arjun had dementia, and then when you enlighten and he turns gold, he gets his memory back. And then Arjun says, I choose not to remember. I choose to forget my life and forget my loved ones. Because remembering the things that went wrong in my life or remembering the losses I've had is worse than never thinking you had anything in life. So he chose dementia for all eternity. He chose to have dementia in the afterlife as well. And then he disappeared and was replaced by another bear. I thought that was the absolute worst possible character choice, narrative choice, story thing that they could have possibly done for any character in this universe. And then here's Orsina. Here's Orsina, who's not even dead, is isolated from her family and her dead friends, just hiding in caves, repeatedly losing her toy. Camp Spirit, everyone. Camp Spirit. That was what Camp Spirit was. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. This playthrough ended so badly. We're done. Cozy Grove is done. We will come up with something else for Sundays on YouTube. I can't believe they just didn't bother writing Orsina an ending. They abandoned the game at Christmas, essentially, and they never bothered to give Orsina an ending. I'm so disappointed. And all you get on their Instagram now is them promoting the new game, which I did some playtesting for, and I don't like that either. I loved the first game. This is if you loved Cozy Grove, replay Cozy Grove. Replay the first one. Goodbye. And I'll see you with whatever the next thing is. Wow.